All right.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Ashley. Hello, James. Hello, Tamara. Hello, Graham. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Peggy. Hello, Caroline Powell. So cute seeing all you guys, all 24 of you. You should be texting people, posting that we're on this call. Welcome aboard. And I guess what I want to talk to you about tonight, have you guys seen that video I just put up on YouTube where I did that 5-minute longevity opportunity video? Has anybody seen that yet?
No.
It's not bad. And I probably shouldn't have done it at an airport. I should have had a snazzy.
Oh, yes, that was great. I love that.
Yeah. So I think it worked well. And what I'm trying to do is give you some smaller soundbite 5-minute things. I don't know if you've been in the resource center. Rhonda Canning also did the same thing. Rhonda Anderson. Thank you, James, very, very much. I appreciate that. Modules on how to do memory keeping. But people's attention spans are so short these days that I think you really, really got to punch them with information as fast as you can. And that's what that was for, was trying to do that. And hang on one second. I want to take a hit off this coffee. I just did my radio show.
Andy's here to say hi.
Andy, how's my favorite TSA man? How are you? Where is he?
Right here. Wait, I'll show you. Hold on.
I gotta switch boats.
There we go.
Oh, isn't he cute as a button?
Yes.
Oh, I could kiss him too, right on the nose.
All right, right on the nose.
Gotta love you.
There we go.
Good job. Yeah, I love Andy. So the name of the game, you guys, is I just got done with that Fraser Brooks. And he had a group of 300,000 people. And he said the way that he was successful is exactly the way that I've been successful. And that is every day I do the same thing, whether I want to or not. And in my case, it's to interview 2. It's 3-way 1. And I do it every day. And you have to do it every day, every one of you. If you want to make it big in network marketing, develop that muscle. Make it disciplined until it turns into a habit. Once it turns into a habit, you never stop. Ask Tamara. Ask anybody. Once you develop that habit, ask Peggy. All of a sudden, it becomes part of your DNA, and it is what you do. Not when you want to. You do it all the time. So, yeah, hang on a second. I'm just looking at various texts here. So what I want for you is to develop that. We are on fire. And let me look at the stock real quickly. The stock, I think, today traded at an unbelievable number again. Closed at $15 on the nose. I mean, the stock is the talk of the town. The hemp is the talk of the town. Obviously the ketones with the various things that we've got with the Rev 90 and all of the fit shakes and all that jazz. They're the talk of the town. The minerals are the talk of the town. Longevity is it. And the only thing that's missing is you getting it out there in front of more people. That's the only thing that's missing. And how do I help you do that? That's the biggest question I've got, to where you believe that you can do this. And I want to know. You need to tell me. I'll answer any questions. I want to know what it is I can do to help you get them from there to here. I finally believe. Oh, finally. Talk about that, Peggy. What do you mean finally? You never believed before? Talk about that. Finally is an interesting word for me. Give me Peggy Gleason.
It's not the belief. Always believed. I believed in the company I came from, and I certainly believed in longevity. What I didn't believe in was myself.
Uh-huh.
And it is this has been a game changer for me, because I have confidence. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm so excited. I can't shut up. And I really believe I can do this, like, for sure. Like, I don't question it anymore. It's like, yeah, it's happening. It's here and it's going to stay, and I can do it. That's more of the belief thing, was my belief in myself.
That's exciting. So all of you have leaders that you've all, if you want to make $20,000 a month in longevity, you have to have 4 people on your top line making $5,000 a month each. Yeah, that's the premise that we have to have. Can you guys operate on that premise? So if you got 5 people that make $2,000 a month each, you're going to make 10 grand. So you just basically multiply your top line by how much money they're making, and that's how much money you're going to be making. Do you guys understand that? So what I want you to think about right now is who you invited to this call. Who did you invite to this call? And I'm going to spend right now, it's 4:36 here. I want you to spend 2 minutes texting TomChenaultZoom.com. That's all I want to put, TomChenaultZoom.com to your leaders right now. So I'm going to look at who is on there because we've only got 33 people on here. So that means my 33 leaders aren't on here. Your 33 leaders aren't here. Rock's 33 leaders aren't on here. Limon's 33 people aren't on here. Devin's 33 people aren't on here. Brenda's 33 people aren't on here. So I want you to think about that. Think about why you didn't send them a text right now and tell them to get on. So I'm going to do it right now. So 3 minutes. And I'm going to count it. I'm going to call out my names. That's even going to be funnier. This is going to be hilarious. I just sent it to Deb Hall. She's not one of my leaders. Scott is. So I am going to send this to, I'm going to send mine to Lance Gordon. 2 minutes. Gordon, Lorene, and you're welcome if you're already on here. If I say a name out loud, that Claire. Adrian. Fogg. Who else am I missing? Lisa Barney. And I'm just going through top line people. Corey Gold. Who else? Come on, Tom. Come on, Tom. Come on, Tom. Off your top line. Colin Strong. Okay, so I just hit 10 people for me, and I'm going to put Tom Chenault Zoom. Zoom. Now, tell your people. You, capitalize. All right. I just did it, and we'll see what happens. See if we increase the numbers. So I did it. There it is, TomChenaultZoom.com. So I'm doing what I ask you guys to do, and hopefully I'm going to get what you get. So number one, that's what if I don't have a top line yet? That's a great question. Then you've got to I don't know who you are, Ashley. Ashley, your 4 best prospects are the people you want on here. The people that Ashley, give me Ashley.
Hey.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
Good.
Have you enrolled anybody in Youngevity yet?
I enrolled my husband under me just so we can start getting some commissions off of what we're ordering each month.
Yeah.
And I just had my first Facebook social last night. So.
Okay, good. And how long have you been in the company?
Officially, actually, as a distributor, probably about 3 months, but I'm just starting now to be able to actually do something with it.
And what are you planning on doing? What do you want to build here?
Well, I guess as far as numbers, I haven't sat down and actually made goals, but we would love to be able to build something where my husband doesn't have to work so much.
What does your husband do?
He works as well. He's an electrician by trade.
Okay, good. So is Mary Ann's husband. Marianne's husband does that, and all she lives for is retiring him.
Right.
So that's an admirable gesture. Okay, so on top of that, have you ever been in multi-level marketing before? Ashley?
Not any. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Not really to where I really worked it.
Okay.
I've kind of used products from a different couple of companies, but I haven't really worked it before.
So you have decided that you're going to work longevity. Is that correct?
Hopefully my signal. Yes.
Okay, good. All right. What do you love most about multi-level?
Yes, sir. It got me off of dialysis, so I am convinced that it works.
Okay, so you think the products work. I got you believe the products work. Do you believe network marketing works? Do you believe that people make a lot of money doing this?
I guess I haven't. I know that people do for sure. For sure. Have I seen it like in my own circle? Not a whole lot, although I do have a sister-in-law that does Mary Kay and does pretty well with it. So.
Okay. Okay, I got that. All right, so here's the deal. The reason I'm asking you this. Everything that you've ever learned in your life, you've got to unlearn to do this. Because you've got to fire your brain and hire your heart. And you've got to care more about people and helping people than anything on the planet. And you have to learn these skills. You have to learn these skills.
Right.
And so Longevity University in this 65, are you in 65 days in a wake up yet?
I just signed up for your emails not that long ago. This is why I saw that we are Zoom here right now.
Are you on Facebook? That's good. Are you a Facebook girl? Ashley, are you on Facebook?
Yes,
Okay, you've got it. Okay, so we're going to give you some links here.
I am on Facebook. Yes, sir.
Good. We've got to get you into the longevity groups. We've got to get you into some training groups. And that's the goal here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, beautiful. So that's what we're going to do. So you just pay attention today. And Marianne, can put my email address up so you can send me a note, Ashley, and I'm going to help you get started right, okay? So that's what's going to happen. So, all right, going back to it. So thank you, Marianne. That worked out beautifully. Okay, so the name of the game, you guys, is if you don't have anybody on your top line yet, you can't text anybody to get going here. And the reason that you don't, you know, obviously you've got some things that you love here. One of them is product. One of them is the comp plan. One of them is longevity. One of them might just be the people here. I don't know why it is that you guys have decided to get on this Zoom, but I want you to bring people with you for whatever reason that you do it. And I want you to understand that what I'm building is a culture. And the culture that I'm building is 90 for life. And that gets people in the door with the comp plan, with the 90 for life message, with Dr. Wallach. Those are the core things that I bring in. I believe in longevity. I believe in the vision of the management. I believe in Dr. Wallach. And after we get in with a CEO pack, we get on the other side of the door, people can buy whatever they want. They can buy the hemp, they can buy anything. And even if they want to come in with a hemp CEO pack, they're going to have themselves a wonderful, wonderful business started because they're going to be getting the 90 for life. They're going to have access to all the problems. They're going to have to all the products. They're going to have access to all the training, and they're going to be off to the races. So Marianne, send James down here, will you? And that's that simple. So I want you guys to understand that that's my goal. And the only way that you really get this thing done is for you to stand up and say, I am going to do it. I'm going to do it at a level I've never done it before. And so that's good, Tamara. And I love that, Pamela. I love the fact that you're dancing in your chair. And nothing can stop you. today I was thinking about all the things that stop various people in this business. And almost anything can stop you, and almost anything can keep you from getting stopped. And in my case, I had to do it. And I was talking to Lisa Barney 20 years ago. And she was like one of the very first people that came into Youngevity with us. And she was in a situation back then when she had a really, really tough thing going on, and her children were babies, and she was going through some stuff, and she decided to really, really step in the game and play it big. And for the last few years, she's enjoyed a great big check, and she's had some fun with it. And now she's putting her spikes back on. And she's saying, what is it that you look for in that next network marketer? And I wrote, I look for what you were back in 20 years ago when you had to make this happen. You didn't have a choice. You had to have it happen. And that's what almost so many of you are in those shoes, where you have to have it happen. And with that, when you get that kind of desperation, when you get that kind of fervency, that's when you launch your business and you'll talk to almost anybody. And you're going to get in the game and you're going to play it big. And you're going to play it bolder than you ever have before. And you're not going to need all the answers. You ask me what, I'm going to do a presentation tonight on the hemp. And it's going to be a heck of a presentation. And I've never looked at the hemp PowerPoint, not once. And I'm going to present it tonight in the room, because I know it doesn't matter what comes out of my mouth. It matters what comes out of my heart. That's going to move those people wherever we need to go. And I believe that about each and every one of you. And I know you can do it. Deb Hull, unmute Deb Hull for me, somebody. Okay,
Okay, I'm unmuted.
Okay, so Deb, you have got an unbelievable work ethic. You have got an unbelievable drive. You're bringing in Dr. Wallach. You're bringing in Scott Vardulis. You're bringing in Alex Tice. You're bringing everybody into Ohio. What makes this fire called Deb Hull burn?
I think it's the reality that our products work, the business works. I've been in it so long to watch so many people succeed. But the only way that you succeed is if you get the knowledge out there to people, and you're in it to win it, no matter what your win it is, whether it's to earn money or help people feel better or both. But, I picked a company, and I'm so grateful that you picked us, because I know that our products work, and I know that the industry work, and I know that you work, Tom, so you are an inspiration, you and Denise and Lanny and so many of the leaders. So that's where I want to be. And I don't want to be at the back of the caboose. I want to be in the engine driving.
And what could stop you from achieving that?
Me. I'm the only one that can really stop me if I give up, quit. And even if I did that now, I've got a nice residual income that, some people can retire from. But really right now, now's the timing. I remember the Goji days when they released it on 10/10 at 10:10 a.m. and we were in a room going, oh my gosh, who's going to buy a bottle of juice for $40? And more millionaires were made back in that era. And, I see this with the hemp and the 90 for life being the same way, and I want to be on it and be part of it. And I love everybody in this company.
And why do you bring in all these people? I mean, you are good at this. Why do you keep bringing all these different speakers into Ohio? And why do you do it that way? Because your friends can't hear you anymore, right? They can hear that third party.
Well, it's a camaraderie too, yes. And then it makes the belief and everything so much real. People on the phones, we all get to, talk to one another and see each other sometimes through Zoom, or right now I'm on my cell phone, so I'm not on my computer. And, when they're up close and personable and you can hear the testimonies and everything that's going on, it validates everything. It makes it so real, and people get to see other people like us, knowing that we all make mistakes. It's all trial and error, but together we can learn from one another, whether we're cross-line, upline, downline. We're here to make this company a billion-dollar company together, unified. And that's what happens. And then we get to know our neighbors and get to see everything. So I love having them in, but it's work because we have to invite. You don't want to have them come in and not have anybody in the room or just the same old people. You want to take advantage of this time, because soon we won't be able to get up close and personal to you guys because we're going to be so big. It's going to be thousands of people everywhere we go.
And so hearing that, you can feel that conviction in her voice. And most of you have done a tremendous amount of being on conference calls and on trainings inside of Youngevity. And it is 100% important that you use third-party tools when you don't have the experience yourself. If you let these tools do the talking, it's going to work like a charm. Every one of you have an unbelievable amount of tools waiting for you here. And I want you to think about that a little bit and how to use those tools to your advantage. Obviously, we've got, in fact, Marianne, can you put up the PowerPoint for the hemp so people have it? The various things that they're sticking in the back office right now as far as testimonials go for that are unbelievable. You've already got all that on the 90 for life and everything. That's all sitting there already. What I want you guys to get is the fact that everybody in your life, the people that you talk to, the people that you're dealing with, every one of those people want to hear what you've got to say. If you interview them to the point that you find out what they want to buy and then sell that to them, that's all you need to do. But you got to get off the dime. You've got to go talk to people. It's that simple. And when you're talking to people and it's not working, that's when you hone your swing. That's when you change it a little bit. So you're actually getting people to hear what you're having to say. I had somebody today tell me they spent 2 hours to have somebody not buy. And I would die before I had that happen to somebody. I don't want that to happen to anybody on this call. It's that simple. You people are too good. We've got products that are too good. I want you to walk into meetings that you're so lit up by the way that you are vibrating to people. They want what you've got, so you don't have to sell it to them. It's that simple. And if you're using the tools, and if you're using that third-party validation, that's how that goes down. And I promise you, I'm right. I promise you. And when somebody doesn't want to buy, you're going to know in 5 minutes. You can't talk people that don't want to buy into anything. All you want to think about today, and I promise you this, is getting in front of enough people that you're never concerned when people don't buy. It happens to me all the day. There's a woman named Christine Torres here in Longmont. She has sent me 10 messages about wanting to buy the Hemp FX products. And every time I call up and say, okay, give me a credit card, she says, I want to come by your office and talk to you about it. So I say, okay, when do we meet in my office? Well, I'm so busy in real estate, I can't really meet with you. She doesn't want to buy. She wants to talk to me. She doesn't want to buy. She wants to talk to me. I don't have time to wait for her. There's too many people that actually want to buy this stuff. And I've got to get real with that so I can continue to sort for people that are looking for me, because I'm not in a position of talking people into things. And I know you're all feeling the same way. I want you to be successful. It's that simple. Each and every one of you, whether you're on the team challenge, and every one of you, good on you in the team challenge. Every one of you, you've got teammates to lean on. I love my teammates. I'm on a team. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I'm on Tatum Calhoun's team. And I've got David Peters. I've got Charles John. And I've got Yanni all on this team. And I love my teammates. And we're going to pull these oars together to get there from here. And I was around Adrian today, and he was with his team. He does a team call every day. And I got to thinking about that. What a better thing to have is a buddy system like that, where we're all working every day. And I'm reading up and down the scroll, and I saw Peggy talk to Pamela, and Pamela talked to Peggy. Teamwork makes the dream work. All of us just getting together. We can get excited about that. So Denise, do you have something we can add while I'm trying to catch my breath here and read some comments? Do you want to add anything to that?
Am I unmuted? Sometimes my little thing down here disappears. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, using the tools is so important, because you got to think from the standpoint of when you bring somebody onto your team, they're watching you do everything. And so if you're the expert, which it really sometimes is an ego boost to be the expert, but the problem with that is that when you're the expert, the new person that you just brought on looks at you and goes, oh my gosh, I could never know as much as Denise. I could never, rattle off all the ingredients to that product. I don't even know what that product is. And so the good thing about using a tool is that it's duplicatable, and it's duplicatable to the lowest common denominator. So whether it's somebody who just got in or somebody who's been in forever. And so, and a lot of times we get confused about what a tool is. Well, a tool is anything from a 3-way call to a, 2-on-1 meeting, to a CD, to a HempFX PowerPoint, to a video that you pop over. The app on here is so great. That is so duplicatable, and so many people are having such great success with that, because this is the one thing that we always have with us. So if you have the app on there and you're able to, if somebody says, yeah, send me a video about that, you can do it right then and right there. And so I think the app is one of the most powerful tools we have. Yeah.
Good. All right. Anybody got, and let me see, I'm reading some. Okay, we can't get what in Oz? Okay, so you're going to have to live without it, Graham, in Oz, and we both know that. So, yeah. Tools, third-party validation. Yeah, so there is no doubt about it. The Longevity Go-To app, I love that. Here's what you heard from Deb Hall. Here's what you're hearing from a lot of people on this call. You got to knock the door down. Being unstoppable and interviewing 2 people a day, at the end of the day, at the end of a month, you've got, if you interview two people a day, you've got 60 people on your list. If you do that every month after every month after every month, this thing duplicates at a level you can't keep track of all the leads you've got. I defy everybody on this call to even be able to keep on track of all the leads, because it is that big a project, staying on top of everything. All of you have got the ability to talk to 2 people a day. I want it to work. So, yeah, I want it to work for you. It's that simple. And so I'll call you. If you don't want to call me, I'll call you. But I want you to get that we are committed to you doing this. There's nobody that should be left behind, period. I don't care who it is. I met with Devin and I met with Joshua this morning. I heard about their delivering groceries. They're all over town interviewing people, having a blast, dropping people where they want to be. It is working like a charm for those guys. They figured out a way to get in front of people by delivering groceries in Boulder, Colorado. What are you figuring out to do to get out in front of people? That's what I want to know. How do you do that? And if you can't, tell me why. Tell me why you can't get in front of people, because we've got to fix that. Yeah. So that's that simple. Who else? Who else has anything they want to throw up?
Hey, Tom, it's Deb again. One of the things that I wanted to say, too, is that you're absolutely right. Since I've started, and I've only been here a year, through hosting events and success seminars and Super Saturdays and DOT, we have, we find that all the new people that have come in now are the ones that are hosting, and co-hosting when we come in. And I could honestly say that I've replaced most of my team while they're still there, but all the new people now, and it's so exciting, to see this happen. And so you nailed it. The more that we have events, the more new people that comes in, the more inspiration we all get.
Yeah. So everybody, go ahead, Denise. Unmute Denise, please. What were you going to say, honey?
I'm asking Marianne a question too, but okay, so somebody asked Tamara about home meetings. We had a really tremendous Super Saturday a few days ago, and Joel and Nikki Malley did a tremendous job on explaining how they do home meetings, and they're having such unbelievable success, like a 90% sign up rate. And one gal, Callie, invited 20 people and 19 showed up. Now, let me just tell you that that does not happen, right? And so they have a whole system that they went through about the home meetings that is, Marianne will tell you where it's at, but you can watch Joel and Nikki, and they went through every single thing they do, how they invite, how they call the day before and, you know, make sure that people are coming, but there's a very specific system, and then what they do at the meeting, and they don't even actually have any product out at all, because, you know, what if somebody isn't interested in nutrition, you know? And so they're able to talk about all those things, but they're not. And then people are always afraid too. Okay, so if I come to your home party, you know, I'm going to have to buy something. I'm going to, you know, spend money or whatever. And if you relieve their, you know, if you relieve them of the fact that, look, we won't even have any product there to buy, then that seems to work and people are showing up. And Marianne, you can pitch in too, but they call it a private business launch, not a home meeting, a private business launch. So I would suggest, if you're interested in doing home meetings, that you watch that. It's about a half an hour long. And, you know, the whole point in home meetings is that you don't have them in your home time and time again. It's about getting out, you know, your person having it and then spreading it from that person to the next person. So, you know, it's like tentacles. You're creating duplication out in the community. Oh, Adrian's on here too. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. No.
But go ahead. Yeah. Whoever wants to talk.
So here's what I loved about what they were talking about. So a lot of these people, they've been around for a little while, right? So you're like, oh, how can I have a private business launch if, you know, I've already been in the business for a while? But that's what these people are doing, and they're having a private business launch. They're inviting people into their home. And what Nikki was saying was that prior to the night before, like 24 hours before the meeting, to call everybody on the list that you've invited. And they did like a 3-way call. So Nikki was on the phone along with the host, and she was like, oh, you know, Nikki, you know, this is Sally. Sally, I'm so excited. And Nikki's like, oh, I've heard so much about you, and I can't wait to meet you tomorrow. And I think just that commitment around that invitation, where people are like, well, geez, I got to go, you know, I can't back out now. And so that third party validation, that 3-way call there, I thought was really, really powerful. Denise, what do you think?
Yeah. And the other thing is, there's a whole system here, and they're getting really great results. And it's such it costs no money, especially if you have no product out. You know, you're not even having to make up any BTT. And, you know, it was sort of eye-opening to me, because the way I've always done home parties in the past is really about sharing the product. So I used to do makeup parties all the time, or we do nutritional parties, or, you know, people do essential oil parties. And, you know, really what this is about is you're inviting people into your private business launch. And so, and there's a system for the paper application that is folded over and stapled. And on that application, on the top part, is a part for somebody to say a little something to the host, like, you know, I'm really excited about the fact that you're launching your own business. I wish you great success. I'd love to learn a little bit more about it, or, you know, whatever. And so there's a lot of little things that they do that it was pretty cool to listen to.
Yeah, no, I agree. So yeah, definitely go watch that.
Oh, and Robert too. Yeah, Robert Estes was there. Yeah, if you guys jump in, if you want to share anything.
Does anybody want to share anything?
What's the form, Robert? Speak to that.
Where is he?
Have you got Estes, Robert Estes?
Yes, I do. He's kind of.
Hang on, I'm driving. I can't get to you.
We got you unmuted.
Okay. All right. The enrollment form was really special for me because it gave a chance for everyone to contribute. And the best part of that was that it was stapled. It was under the chair. It wasn't a trap for someone to pick up and think about the whole meeting. So you open it up, and at the top of the form was, please give encouragement to the host. This is her business. She's starting it out. Tell her what you like. The bottom of it was, yes, we can order a CEO pack. So I really want to see Nikki's form, but it was a great thing.
Okay, good. All right. So Tamara, you talked about doing what by yourself, Tamara? I know you've got an unbelievable team around you support-wise. Are you talking about doing it yourself in your own town? Is that what the deal is?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like overwhelmed with the idea. Like, I feel like this is something I need to start doing because my contacts are, I feel like I'm getting people now. I think I'm up to 6 people that are going to go with me 3 hours away from here to see Wallet, but I need to start doing something in my own town, and I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm just one person, and I am overwhelmed with trying to have something where, like, I'm the host, and then I'm the speaker, and I'm the, it's just, I want to, because I try to, I'm a real connector person. I like to talk to people, so I don't want to feel like somebody's being ignored because I'm trying to, welcome people and be everything. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah. And, the name of the game is, who's got Trump up there?
It is not me. I don't know who that is.
Well, get rid of him. Roy, hang up. Yeah, so whatever that's all.
I really need to start. I need to sign people up. I have some customers and everything, but I feel like I'm at a point where I need to be presenting more what, the opportunity or whatever the people are interested in. And I talk to people outside of here, but I need to talk to people here. And I feel like I'm at a point where I'm only one person and I need to get a group. Kind of like what Eric says, it's easier to do an hour with 100 people sitting there than trying to connect with 100 people all the time, So I'm getting overwhelmed with all my follow-up, and I'm thinking if I had something where I could just say, hey, show up on Tuesday night or whatever, and we're going to talk about this, then I feel like I would have more progress in what I'm doing. So, but I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to invite people over to have a home meeting. Is that what you're looking for, the function of how to have a home meeting?
Yeah, how to get them there, what to do when I have them there, because I don't want to waste people's time.
Yeah.
And I want them to know that, hey, we're going to come, we're going to be over by this time, so that they know that, I want to respect people's time.
I think if you watch that video and Marianne put that link up, it'll answer a lot of those questions.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Okay.
It was about her telling her story and then doing the presentation. So we'll get it, Tamara. Call me after you watch it.
Okay. I feel like I've lost total control of this call. All right.
And you have.
I just do. Okay, so what I want you guys to, and so what I want to do is make sure I'm not introducing something into this group that is questionable and question marks for you. So what we'll do is,
well, you weren't at the Super Saturday, and Marianne and I and Robert and Adrian were there, and I'm just telling you that, of course, you don't quite know what's going on, but I'm just saying that Nikki and Joel have had a lot of success with having this type of home party.
And I'm agreeing with that 100%. And so we've got 4 people that were there. So the other 46 that weren't, What
There's
we're
a link so that they can watch it though as well.
we are going to get that information onto 65 Days in a Wake Up for all of you to catch up with us, because this sounds very, very exciting. And what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm taking responsibility for getting it in front of you so you can take a look at what it is they're talking about, because it sounds like it was rocking hard, and I love it. So that's good news. I just have to get the information to you so you're not standing here going, okay, great. I have to move to Longmont, Colorado. I just missed something. We'll get it out there for you to be able to see the replay or the documentation so you've got it. Is that okay with, yeah. So, no.
The link is up there.
Yeah, got it.
Put the link up there.
Yeah, so I got it. So I know I'm not frustrated. I just feel like I'm not being, I feel like I'm not, I feel like I wasn't on top of it. And I don't like that when I do that, because I just want to make sure that you know I am pulling these oars for every one of you people that are anywhere but you, Longmont, because I know that you can't be here. And so that's all I was saying. So I agree with you, honey. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, so put the link, Marianne, up on 65 Days in a Wake Up too, because this goes away. And so that's perfect. All right, so three-way calling, using your team calls, having prospects really, really close is wonderful, but the name of the game is using somebody else to get you there from here. And use that third-party expert. And I don't care which third-party expert it is, I want you to use the one that's the best for your prospect to be able to hear a lot about what's said. So a lot of times, Adrian, yesterday, there was a meeting over at Red Frog Coffee. And the guy's name was Lee, L-E-A, and he was meeting with Joshua. And I came by, and Adrian said, Dad, whatever you do, I've gotten the lowdown on this kid. Make sure you don't fire hose this guy. So what Adrian was really saying to me was, I'm not the guy for this guy. And maybe I need to just come through, say hi, and get the heck out of there, versus come in there with my personality, however it is, and screw the deal up. Because it's so critical to have the right person in front of the right person. And I can't make that mean anything. I can't do that at all. My job is to serve you guys, and that's that simple. So know that, everyone's. Yeah, so we know you. Good. I'm reading all this. Good. Okay, thank you. I'm reading all the comments. So that's what I want to do. And I go back to my team challenge. I see Yanni on here now too. And my job is to serve Tatum. My job is to serve Yanni on this team challenge. My job is to serve Charles John, CJ. That's my job. And that's what I've got to do. And to do the best of my ability to serve my team in the team challenge, serve 65 Days in a Wake Up, because that's what I do every day. Serve everybody and all the leaders. Bless you, honey.
Sorry.
And that's that simple. Yeah, so are we? No, we are not streaming that presentation tonight, Lori. So sorry about that. So my job, yeah, and the reason I don't want to do that is because I don't understand what can be said with hemp, what can't be said with hemp. I don't want to be streaming it out there, maybe saying the wrong thing until I get the, I don't want to make any kind of representations about it. I know. And somebody how do you buy the hemp right now? Somebody knows how to do that. Anybody know how to buy it? You call Utah.
Call customer service and dial 5.
Okay, so 1-800, somebody put that up, 982-3189, and then hit extension 5, and that gets you to a human being that they take the order. Then what happens?
It's the social selling department, and you tell them that you want to place an order for the hemp bundle, and they will process it through for you.
Okay, good.
Easy peasy.
I just got told that you could do it through the San Diego. That's what they were telling me. They were going to actually place it for me when I was on the phone with them. And I hit
Good.
You can do cash and check at the San Diego office, and you can do will call. But when you call up to use a credit card, you have to do that using the customer service line and dial 5 to get to the social selling customer service department. It cannot go through social selling right now. It cannot be bought through the back office right now. but that's how you get it done, by using a credit card.
Well, I got told that when I called in at the San Diego office that they were actually going to place the order for me, and they even told me how much it was going to cost me with shipping and tax.
All right, beautiful. So that's perfect. All right, thank you for doing that. Holy mackerel. I wonder what I did wrong. You guys-
Finally.
He's going to come on the show.
He's probably mad at me. Yeah, that's too cute. I don't think I said anything bad on the show, so that's pretty funny.
You just said he won't return your calls.
Yeah, that's too funny. Unbelievable. I ought to have him come on this Zoom and just say hi. So at the end of the day, so what time is it? What time is it? Is it time?
5:16.
5:16. We got 10 more minutes. Okay, you guys, I can do a couple of things. I can call a lead. I can call somebody. I can follow up with somebody. I can do whatever you want. What do you want me to do? You guys kind of get a kick out of that. You want me to call somebody?
LCS.
LCS. Let's call somebody. Denise, you want me to call anybody? That okay with you? Denise Begisa? Anybody want me to do a three-way call for him? Anybody out there that wants me to call somebody for him? Okay, do you guys remember that lady that I met with that she was acting real snippy about how to meet with her, and she was just trying to control the conversation? Do you guys remember that? A couple of weeks ago? And she kept giving me slots and kind of bossing me around. So she's a prospect. She's in 2 multi-level marketing companies. She's also a yoga instructor. She's got a wealth management business on the side. She owns her house free and clear. She owns her car free and clear. She owns her kids' cars free and clear. Her husband, they got a divorce a couple of years ago. And now you know everything I know. We're calling her. How are you doing? I am doing phenomenally. Are we going to have a cup of coffee at Red Frog?
Well, not today, because I'm currently at the rec center with my daughter, and I'm going to take her to the climbing wall, and I'm going to kick her butt.
Good. I want you to. Okay, so tomorrow when you get some time, text me, and maybe I can even get my wife there, because I think you're going to like her far more than me.
I think I will love you.
Uh-oh, you went away on me. What happened?
Just a second. I'm in the car. Hang on. My suitcase is doing weird stuff.
This will be funny.
Okay. Say, one moment. There we are. Let me transfer you.
She dumped me. Okay. So basically, that woman met me to try to recruit me and to send out cards. And I controlled the conversations with questions. I completely listened to everything she had to say, but at the end of the day, I didn't let her do that. I basically snapped a picture of her. I put her in the contact mapping app. I showed her how to do all that. I walked her through how to have deep relationships with people. By the time it was over, all she wanted to do was meet Denise. She knew she would like Denise far better than me. I wrote that down in her contact map, and I know that this woman, all she wants to do is be remembered, and all she wants to do is get her money under control. Even though she wants to pretend she makes all this money and manages it, she doesn't really have any, and she doesn't want us to know she doesn't really want to have any, but she's working like 5 jobs because she's chasing her tail. So I'm going to call her back right now, and I'm going to push this thing down the road one more time so you guys can just hear.
Hi, this is Janine. I'm unable to answer the call right now.
Mister, she'll call back one more time. And that's all we do. all day long, you guys, is follow up with love, follow up with love, follow up with no agenda. And I, Tom Chenault, cannot close this lady. I cannot bring her into the business. I have to use Denise Chenault. I think I'm a pretty good closer, but I can't do it. And I think all of you have people like that in your life that are so close to signing up and enrolling, but you've got to have that call partner. Every one of you. Devin, you need me. Joshua, you need me. You need Adrian. You need somebody in Longmont. You need Farmer Glenn. All of us need to partner with more of all of us on this call. That's what. I didn't hang up on her. She hung up. Her phone was, she said she was in the call. I didn't hang up on her, Pamela.
No, she hung up on you.
Yeah. So that's the name of the game. And the person that makes the most dials wins. The person that interviews the most persons wins. Every problem that you've got in your business can be directly attributed to one thing. You got to call more people. It's that simple. That's you, Yanni. That's you, Kristen. That's you, Dr. Lisa. That's you, Kim. That's you, Esther. That's you, Robert. That's you, James Moore. That's you, Lanny Sharp. That's you, Emily Richter. Every one of you have got to call more people. You call more people, you're going to have breakthroughs. You don't call people, and you've only got a couple of people on your list, and those people either string you along or say no, you have breakdowns because you have all your eggs in one basket. Does that make sense to you? I promise you I'm not wrong. I don't want. Yeah. Learn more and do more, and you are going to get more. You guys want me to call that woman back again or not? Yes or no? Is she not worth our time? Looks like Joe Robert Estes is saying no. So no, we won't call her.
Tom, somebody has their hand up, but it's a phone number, and I don't know.
Okay, speak whoever it is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Look, I've been with Youngevity now for since May 9th, and I love it. I love the products. I love the 90 for Life. I'm not in with 90 for Life, but I did hear a young lady speaking, and I think a lot more concerned about how to get more people in. Evidently, that's what the conversation is about tonight. And I have something to offer from a man that I found actually on YouTube that is with Youngevity. And he's telling people how to market the business through Facebook and LinkedIn. And I'm finding LinkedIn to be the best. I'm not too much with Facebook myself, but I can't say who else it won't help. And if anybody is interested in making it easy, because I've tried it, and I'm surprised at how many doctors would even, I'm not a doctor. Okay, I'm just the average person that was looking online one day for something to do and wanted to do something meaningful with people. And I found Youngevity. And I asked the lady about it, and she happened to be with Youngevity, and I came in under her, okay? But when I looked on YouTube, I found this. And I actually Googled Youngevity because I was trying to find out how to do the same thing. It is called 4 Steps to Building, and that's the number 4. 4 Steps to Building.
And who is the, wait a second, who is the guy?
His name is, well, his URL, I guess, that's his name, Max Steingart.
Okay.
It's spelled, his URL is.
Okay, wait a second. So I'm real familiar with Max as a friend of mine.
He's good.
Yeah.
I mean, the man knows what he's talking about. And if anybody follow his instruction, I guarantee you, at least 90%, that you're going to be successful.
Okay, so at the end of the day, so I turn that guy's microphone off because I'm not going to bring in a bunch of outside people that haven't been time tested with us. Max Steingart is a great guy. He's a dear friend of mine. I've known him for a long, long time. But my job is to protect you guys, and I don't want you writing checks. I want you writing deposit slips. And if you do want to go outside of Youngevity University and go do something, that's your business. And you can go Google, LinkedIn, Youngevity, how to do network marketing, various things on whatever it is. And that might be Max Steingart. So I know, sir, whoever you are, that I just hurt your feelings because I muted you, but I had to. So please respect me, knowing that when you're in charge of a huge organization, you got to be able to control it. And I love Max. I don't want I don't want that training in this training right now. So if you're going to have a training of your own and you want to do a training like that, you're welcome to do it. So everybody clear about that, and anybody mad at me, my phone number is 720-840-7222. Please post that, somebody. And my email is tomchenault@gmail.com. And Steve Wallach's phone number is 1-800-982-3189. Call and tell on me. I don't care. So I'm sticking with my story on that. So I know I just, Denise, hi, how are you? You want to say something? You get me out of the trap. I couldn't stop talking. Hi, Denise. Somebody unmute her. There she is. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, good. Well, yeah, it's a difficult conversation, because here's the thing. Everybody thinks that the secret is somehow out there. You know, like there's one person out there that kind of has the secret to network marketing, and, you know, there's no secret. I mean, and there's systems, yes, to make it easier, but what we're telling you to do is basic, old-fashioned network marketing, which is getting in front of the people and having a conversation. And we happen to use the coffee shop interview to figure out what they want to buy, and that's the system. And we have Longevity University, which is a great system. And then if you want to use the health evaluation system to get people in to the product side, that's also great. But just know that when you're at when you're in charge of a group, like Tom said, there can't be any distractions. And there are a lot of outside trainers out there with all sorts of different ideas. And yes, some of them work and some of them don't work. But a lot of times it's going to cost you a lot of money. And guess what? Getting in front of people and having conversations doesn't cost any money. Expanding your Facebook profile and using social media as a way to get them into the funnel that doesn't cost any money. And so there really aren't, when you go to GoPro, when you hear these big leaders talk, it's just work. They've just done the hard work. They've taken consistent action day after day after day, and that's how they've become so successful. And yes, they've used systems as well. And so, there's no secret sauce out there. There's no, if there was, I guarantee it would have been found out. We would all know about it. And the reason why the reason why network marketing is why you're here is that you know that in order to get to where you want to go, you're going to have to go through all that process and change. If you're not getting what you want, then you have to become who you want to be that leader, to attract people into your business. And that personal growth piece is probably more important than almost anything. And you can't sidestep that.
There you go. And the woman that we just talked to on the phone, thank you. The woman we just talked, I would love to meet you and your wife, and I have an opening tomorrow from 2:30 till 3 o'clock. I could meet you at the Frog and buy you both a cup of coffee. So even though that conversation was short, I went to my three-way expert. I'm bringing my wife with me if we can, and we will bring that lady into the loop. She's coming into the Denise Chenault mousetrap. Every one of us need to have that kind of mousetrap set up. So Lisa Bergman, Lisa Singletary, I don't care who you are, we are all together and we are all working together. Obviously my team, my little Tatum Calhoun, my Yanni, I love him. Charles John, I love him. I am absolutely a David Peters. I love him. I'm obsessed right now with my team because I'm in the team challenge and I want to make sure I'm committed to the team challenge. But every one of you guys, we are playing it monstrously big. Adrian just told me I have a meeting on top of the meeting I just scheduled with the lady, which is what I love about having a son who is so anal, and we will not be scheduling the lady from the coffee shop. He just cut that off.
That's kind of good because I didn't know if I was going to be able to make the
He
2:30.
just added that baby right off at the
Very
pass.
small window. It's like, I've got 20 minutes for you.
That is so funny. You guys are a bunch of bossy people, but at the end of the day, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. We just sit here and work and set meetings and do that. And every day, one after another. And the people that talk to the most people win. Here came Devin and Joshua this morning. It was so great talking to people. You know, I hear about the club, the Gold's Gym. Jenna's been going to the Gold's Gym forever. And she says Devin and Joshua just took that club over. It's awesome. They just walked in there and took that club over right here in Longmont, Colorado. That's what we do. All of you guys can do that. Partner up with me, partner up with somebody. You can do this. We are a team, and the person that does the most of those wins. I want to talk to James Moore's people. I want to talk to Trish Hetherington's people. I want to talk to Chris Downs's people. I want to talk to you people. It's that simple. We can do this. We're all one team. We're all one dream. So anybody got anything? Bobby Knight, love you. Jennifer Bishop, I love you. Ashley, nice to talk to you. Barbara Stalling, Lanny Sharp, Kimmy, all of you. Robin Tanner, Patrick Halstead. It's over. Claire Kelway, unbelievable. On here. And then it gets better. But we've got to tag our people. We got to get our people on the Hair on Fire call. We've got to play it big. So I'm out of here. I'm pretty proud of myself tonight. We got 2 people from the Philippines showing up with my tax accountant. My accountant, Robert Nagel, would no more do network marketing than the man in the moon. But he's married to a woman from the Philippines. So this woman from the Philippines has 2 friends in the salad deal. So I went down and I said, bring him to dinner. So I went down and we had dinner at a restaurant. That's where you normally have salad. We didn't have salad. And they're pitching me on the salad deal, and I'm not doing anything except listening. And they're asking me questions. And all of a sudden, I was listening, and all of a sudden, they started realizing that I wasn't talking about longevity. I was talking about network marketing. And they started listening. And they told Robert Nagel they learned more about network marketing at that dinner than they had all the time that they'd been in their company. And now they're coming down here to we're going to go dinner. We're going to go have dinner at that restaurant, that Indian joint I told you guys about that I love. Then I'm going to take them out to the house, the new house. So I'm going to set their dream. And then I'm going to bring them to the training center. And we're going to totally, as Denise would say, pork them in.
No, I would not say that.
Nobody likes
Never said that in my life.
I love saying, let's pork them in.
My doorbell's ringing.
Pops, how are you? That's probably Nagel.
Are they coming here?
Yeah, they're coming to the house. I told them.
No, you told me to tell them to come here.
Oh, doggone it. We wanted to freak Denise out. Why'd you tell her the truth? All right. So everybody.
I have a question.
What?
When are we going to be in South Africa? Because I may have someone that wants to sign up in South Africa.
I will tell you that Africa is a very, very tough place to get product to. The governments are unstable. It's hard to collect money. Nothing would make us happier, but it's going to be 5 years. So get that person to move to the States for 5 years, have them build a business here, and then go back to Africa with it, okay?
Okay, I'll tell them that. I'm
right.
sending them the CD that I got from the event.
Don't spend the postage. Send them the health evaluation link. So instead of the CD, which is going to cost you $1 billion to get there, and it won't get there, send them the link to the health evaluation. And if you need me to do that, it's called if you don't have that health evaluation system, just piggyback off of somebody's, but don't spend a bunch of money sending it to South Africa. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
Okay. I gotta call you anyways after this call. So.
All right, you got it, kid. Anybody else? How's Victor? All right. Anybody else? All right. Let's go home. Yeah, what do you want to do? Yanni, I'll talk to somebody. You guys want me to do a three-way? Yanni wants me to talk to somebody. You want me to call somebody, Yanni? Unmute Yanni. Yanni is the most adorable man. We love him, and he's on my team challenge team. So if Tatum asks me, Tatum is the captain. She hangs the moon. Yanni hangs the moon. Anything for you, Yanni. Yanni, let's do it.
All right. Do you need me to send you the number? This is a friend of mine that was visiting from Florida. I caught up with him because he was in town. He posted on Facebook that he was out and about. And I was actually out for Chad's birthday that one night. Yeah. And I told him to meet me out. And as I was leaving, he came in and we sat there and talked for a minute. Last I knew, he was bouncing around jobs, started his own company, is doing very well in his own company with a partner, like 1.5 mil a year type well. And he has leveled up from what I've seen. I was actually very proud to speak with him. It's amazing. Like, his mind is about what I think I get from you, Tom, like wanting to help people. He's just very in tune with leveling up and helping and the positivity in the world and that kind of thing. And I told him I wanted you to speak to him. So he said, yeah, that'd be cool. And that's kind of where I'm at. I figured I'd throw him in here. Why not?
Okay, so we're not going to pitch him. We're going to develop a relationship first and have him not be able to live without me, right?
Yeah. Have him see what this group is about and just what you're about, what we're trying to do.
Okay, well, we can't put him in. If we bring him into the group, then he's going to be attacked. If I just call him right now?
Yeah.
So text me his number and I'll call him, but he won't realize he's on this big deal.
Right. No, yeah. I just told him that I had you on the line and that I was going to have you give him a call real quick, just a quick hello and a quick intro just to talk to him, because I told him I wanted you guys to meet.
Good. Bring him on.
Okay. I just text you his number. I'm not sure if you want me to call you or call him or.
I'm going to have you listen.
Okay.
No, I don't have a phone number. There it is. Good deal. I got him. All right. How old is he?
He is younger than me. He's like 29, 30, 31, right around that.
Oh my God. He's 37 years younger than me. How many, God, this is upsetting. And is he married?
No, he's not. He is. He started a business in alarms, like automation, home alarm automation, home security.
Yeah.
He's the guy that goes out and talks to people and reels them in, and then his business partner closes the deal and is the hook. So.
And they're working, and they're making some money.
They're apparently making big money out in Florida, and that's what he was telling me about, and telling me about how, because he'd been in a car wreck about 5 to 7 years ago, where he was in a coma and was pronounced dead like a couple of times apparently.
Hey, how are you, man? It's Tom Chenault. How you doing? I'm Yanni's friend. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Yanni thinks that you and I are just perfect together because you're so positive, you're changing the world, you're killing it in business, and he thought we need to be friends.
That's awesome.
How do you beat that, man? So that's what we need to do. We need to become friends. Are you on Facebook?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to have Yanni hook us up.
I don't really do much on there.
You what?
I don't really do anything on there.
That's all right.
I'm on there.
All right. Well, I want to be able to see who I'm talking to one of these days. So I'm gonna have Yanni hook us up on that. But I understand you're in the alarm business, and you and your partner are just killing it, huh?
Essentially, yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well,
We're doing pretty good.
My job is to help Yanni really, really get out of Royal Caribbean, take care of his mother, get back to Emporia, Kansas if he wants to do that, change the world, because he has been helping people for so long, and I think it's finally his turn, don't you?
Yeah, he's a good person.
He's an unbelievable person. So what I'd love to do, are you working pretty hard in your burglar alarm business?
Pretty decent, yeah. It's mostly just handling people. I pretty much just manage the people.
Yeah.
Control the inventory, make sure everybody's doing their jobs right, bouncing, just stuff like that, yeah.
Okay, so here's my request. You and I and Yanni are going to talk on the phone, and I'll get him to do that. He just sent me your number and said, make sure I introduce myself to you. But nothing could help Yanni more than when you run into somebody that either needs more money or better health. Your job isn't to say, oh, that's tough news. Your job is to say, my good friend Yanni might have a solution for you. Why don't you give him a call? Can you do that for Yanni?
Yeah, it's not difficult.
Yeah, because you know he's going to be successful, and you know he's not going to rip anybody off, and you know you love him, right?
Yeah, just basic networking for people you care about. It's pretty simple.
That's it. So, and he'll do the same thing in the alarm business, and you and I will start developing a relationship, and we'll figure it out. So I'm going to get Yanni to put us together on a call in the next couple of days where we can actually spend some time. But he told me about you, and I just said I want to meet the guy right now, so I thought I'd call you.
That's all.
All right, man. Love you. You take care of yourself, and expect a call from Yanni later.
All right, sounds good.
Bye-bye. See how easy that was? Yanni, I honored you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Adrian left, so he didn't notice that I didn't fire hose him.
I'm here. Good job, Thomas.
So yeah, so I honored the relationship. I kind of set the intention. That's on your contact mapping list. You gave me all the information I needed. So the interview was the best part of that whole conversation. I let him know you weren't going to fail at it. It was, so that's what you do. Did you guys all understand that?
Yeah.
And I'll do that for every one of you, especially my team captain. It's that simple. Everybody, I love you with all of my heart. And if I hurt your feelings sometimes, it's because I'm so doggone intentional and I care so much about you. I can't let you fail, no matter what. I can't do it. It is not on my watch. So I'll see you all next week. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
See you later.
This is it out.
Thank you. Love you, Esther.
Yeah.